guys, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to be breaking down bulk foods into smaller, more realistic portions for future use for a family of 4, and then we're going to be vacuum sealing them. We're also going to be pouring some bulk dry goods into food grade 4 1/4 gallon buckets for future use. We took our family to a bulk food store, and we will include some footage of that, as well as some footage of me getting unexpectedly pranked and having some unexpected embarrassment. But I pretty much felt like a kid in a candy store there, which didn't necessarily make me feel old, but I definitely felt pretty seasoned. Let's be honest, my kids were not exactly thrilled in buying a 50-pound bag of rice or bulk pepperoni, but let's get packaging. So this is the stuff that we have that we are going to be vacuum sealing. We have sliced pepperoni, which we got 5 pounds for $11. And if you were to go to your local grocery store, a little package that would do a pizza or a pizza and a half worth is roughly $5 to $6. Next, we have sliced and quartered ham, which would be perfect for quiches or scrambled eggs or the toppings of pizza. We got 5 pounds of this for $7.99. And we have hard salami, which is 4 pounds for $10. And again, if you were to go to your local grocery store, it's roughly $6 a pound. Then we have cheese, which was the ends of all of the big cheese blocks. It's Colby Jack and Munster and Pepper Jack, which I'm not going to be freezing, but I am going to shred it all in the food processor and put it in a Ziploc bag for grilled cheeses or whatever we may need a conglomerate of cheese for.
So today we are filling up on bulk foods.
Okay, look at the bulkness of the cheese. How do I?
That's why you have to go first.
Look at all the cheeses. That's a lot of cheese. Oh my gosh. We have more cheese.
More cheese.
More cheese. This is so far 2 aisles of entirely cheese, and it does not appear to end.
That's her.
They're looking at the cheese. 'Cause we're cheesy.
We're cheesy chicks.
It's wrong. You know she's gonna scream.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, thank you.
Look at this little jewelry box. It's so cute. Open it.
Don't do that to me. There was a spider in there, and he said, "Open the jewelry box." And the spider popped out of the Oh, he said it was a jewelry box, Mom.
Oh. Give it to me. What?
Oh my gosh, I knew that was gonna happen too. I called it. She was gonna scream. I can't walk this fast. Willies. Show the Willies.
Willies.
It smells yum. It smells yummy.
You like that?
So while we were at the bulk food store, we ended up picking up 50-pound bags of 1, sugar, always good to have. 2, sea salt, which is great for preserving. It's great for topping. It's great for, zombie apocalypse. You could always put a little salt in the wound. Some long grain rice. And finally, some rolled oats. So I am going to start by putting them in buckets. With these buckets, make sure that they're food grade. Food grade is always white. And make sure at the bottom it says it is grade 5 and the PP, polypropylene. If not, it could contaminate your food that you put in, it's just not very good for you. Just wanted to put it in perspective. At the store, they sell a 4-pound bag for around $4.50, and this 50-pound bag is $28. You can fit 12 and a half 4-pound bags in this 50-pound bag. It ends up being around a total savings of $28 plus a trip to the grocery store. It's well worth it. See, we were able to find 4 1/4 gallon because you can get them used at restaurants, or really that's pretty much about it. You can get 5-gallon ones, but you would have to order them online or find a local place that has them, and they can be pretty pricey. So it's not a bad idea to just find a local restaurant or coffee shop or something like that and just ask them if they have any old buckets, and a lot of times they just throw them away. They have no problem giving you. Make sure you shake it all out, and it's as easy as that. So if I had a 5-gallon bucket, a whole 50-pound bag probably would have fit, but I have 4 1/4, so I don't know. So we have all the food in the buckets now, and now we can store it away. We can keep it in a basement, we can keep it in a garage, we can keep it anywhere that really you have extra space. And so the greatest part is it keeps the moisture out completely. And you'll notice if you ever get bulk salt, it's already starting to turn into rocks. Something like this, actually bigger. You kind of have to beat them and break them up while it's going into the bucket. Well, that's because it was in paper, and paper lets moisture through where the bucket won't. So this is a good way to store all your food for whatever occasion. And we all remember back when things were getting hard to get, and you never know what natural disaster might happen. It's always very good to just have some food on hand. I'm not going to say that we're preppers, but we're prepped in case of anything.
So now that we have our vacuum sealer out, we're going to go ahead and proportion out the bulk items into the size that is best for your family, whether you're freezing it or you're putting it in your fridge just to prolong its life. So I'll probably do roughly 3/4 pound per bag. Since my family generally has hot sandwiches, I'd say once to twice a week. So I'm gonna go ahead and seal the bottom of the vacuum seal bag. And I am using smaller bags just because I don't wanna waste the large bags. So I sealed off the bottom, and I will cut the top. Oops. Oh wait, we're good. And then just put however much you want in the bag. And then you place it back in the vacuum sealer and close it. Sucks the air out, takes all the oxygen out, which is actually what makes food go bad and makes bacteria grow. It's about a 9-second process. And there you have it, a vacuum sealed bag of salami.
So in the future, I'm actually going to be doing another video. It's going to be taking my food storage area and maximizing the space. Going to be gutting it and redoing it where the bottom of the, it's going to be a U shape. In the bottom of this U, you'll actually be able to store all the buckets, and then the top is going to be for, food that is store-bought or vacuum sealed or canned. It's pretty much for anything, just storage. But got to looking at it, and it needs to be maximized. So I will try to do that as step by step as I can, and I hope you follow along with me with that.
So as you can see, for $28 worth of food on Lunch Meats, it got my family 15 individual packages of pepperoni, 8 individual packages of salami, and 7 individual packages of ham, which does not include what's in my fridge for this week for my family, and it does not include all the scrablings that I've been giving to the puppies as I was doing it. You sit? You can't take hers. No. So as you can see, buying in bulk and preserving food is very beneficial, especially in the day and age that we live in where the prices just keep getting increased. It's always good to have a little bit of food on hand for anything that we may encounter in the future. So we plan on putting out videos on gardening and woodworking and just different hacks in the future. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And feel free to ring the bell if you want to be notified of those future videos. And on that note, cheers.